And welcome back to the dark side. You're here with me, OneManJack, and I am not looking forward to this. Really spacious here in the Subrostrom. Great place. How could you afford it? Don't you patronize me. In addition to being sage, I used to be a great artist. Job of science to understand what exists, but it's the function of art to change what exists. Without art, we may as well jump into a star because scientifically, the universe doesn't need changing. It is working as intended. Without science, artists would be left to fling what they digest at cave walls for self-expression. The two must be balanced if life is to amount to anything at all. You know why I live in this box, but now I'll show you how. Oh god, I hate this one. We're gonna do the traditional restart from scratch to get rid of the solar flare in the background. The secret of unlimited energy lies in balance. Too little of it and a reaction flickers out. Too much and we have an explosion. But don't worry, I'll make it easy for you and tell you precisely when to stop. All you have to do is prevent the energy from escaping our little energetic reaction. I hate this one because it behaves really oddly. That thing in the middle has some sort of gravitational pull, but it reacts really oddly. My little bumper car correctly transfers momentum to what it hits, so you can knock something a mile and still have it, like, hit your outer ring. And this becomes very hectic very quickly. Like, you watch the little particles moving. If I don't knock them straight back, watch their movement and tell me if that looks like a stable gravitational pull. Damn it, nope. You miss one, and then they start just piling up. I'm not a fan of this mission. The mission to do this without taking a single hit, without losing a single orb, that was a nightmare. So like, look at that bottom one, that arc it made around. That is not a stable gravitational field, and I'm just knocking them like pebbles now because I'm panicking, I'm moving too fast. If you move too, you see like that. They don't move in a straight line, they move with a... I hate it. I've already taken like a dozen hits so far. Oh, it's not fun. And they spawn faster and what bounced? What slid outside? Like this, it doesn't make... Oh god, I'm about to lose, aren't I? I'm about to lose. Oh god. Oh, I hate it so much. Why is it so bad? Did I win? Fuck. Ugh, I do not like that. Do not. Remember our deal. Calypso asks, I was quiet as a corpse. Yeah, I let at least 5. Swift Surge, complete the mission under 90 seconds. 0 scatter. I hated this mission so much. Like, there are achievements to get all of the bonuses. I have all of them. Actually, I did all the bonus missions. That one might have made me the most furious of anything. Oh wait, that's right, I was gonna keep it to 1 full galaxy per episode, and that was the end of that galaxy. Whoops. I've been pursuing a side project. I could truncate this and tack it onto the end of the last one. That's a lot of work. I'll just keep going. I'm also avoiding responsibility as hard as I'm physically able, and I am really good at dodging responsibility. Science and mischief. Half notes, sages are eccentric, being blah, 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 don't care. That's just a summary. When feral momills attack. Oh god, I'm working with my basic power hub? But I don't want the buffered twin cycle. Take the short cycle power hub. Alright. Ooh, the Star Seeder. Oh, I missed the Star Seeder. Yes, I want the Star Seeder. And the problem is I don't have anywhere to put it. So I'm just going to remove the Charge Caster Core. And now every single mission is going to say Charge Caster. Actually, you know what? I'll bind it to, like, left on the D-pad. Just so I don't have to deal with it. Because the Charge Caster Core, that's the thing that consumes a Veteracy charge for that Energy Nova that refills energy. But the thing is, the caster charges are just automatic shooty bolts. Oh, we walked into a firefight. Receiving an SOS, the CIR fleet is under attack by a mischief of feral momils. How can they be feral? They're sentient beings. I suppose they would use the term free. They're like the Ronin samurai of ancient Earth, without a master, or in their case, without a hutch. But momils are social creatures, so they cluster into a mischief to try and grow some misgoods. For now, they're a dandy way to get on the CIR's good side. If anyone knows where that crazy sage is around here, it's them. Aid the CIR in repelling the feral mischief. Alright, kill things. I can do that. And that supernova over there was the Star Seeder I just bought. One of my favorite weapons. Oh, that's right, I can't reload this one. You know, come to think of it, I didn't even look at what macro I just scienced. Like, judging from his talk of explosion, I'm gonna guess it was some sort of energy nova or something, but I don't really know, and I really like my shield because casters are a little bit short on defenses. It's like, optimally, I like to pick a Sage ability to kind of round out whatever I'm lacking in a ship. Like, for Arsenal classes, there are abilities that can heal you from missiles you launch, so I just use that, but Arsenals are slow. So I usually take the Sage ability that can teleport you. For roads, depends on the road, but I kinda like to take something damaging. For grapplers, I like to take something damaging for grapplers too, like the Explosion Nova that I'm pretty sure I just put together. But for my caster, I got great damage, I got great mobility, but I don't have it's a health bar. So I've got my shield that also happens to heal. Boy, is that handy. Also, it does look like the status quo has moved up to rank 4 holes, and I should probably stay by those Nurchef runes. Nurkef? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Hey, Dryer Brothers, or anyone else who's worked with them, do you know the proper pronunciation for NYCREFF? Or was it NYRCEF? It was Nurkef, wasn't it? Yeah, Nurkef. Like, I really want to call that Nurchef for some reason. Or Nursef. I don't fucking know. Like, I can barely pronounce English. Which is kind of funny considering that I'm a writer and I should be effing good at it. I can spell English, kind of, not really. I can speak English. Wait, no, you know what, I'm just bad at everything. Bad at life, bad at games. Bad at writing, bad at YouTube, definitely bad at editing. Yeah. Probably shouldn't do. They say false modesty is just another form of pride, and I have plenty of pride. Bounty Hunter, the Consortium appreciates your assistance. A sum of Plex has been deposited into your account to reflect our gratitude. If you wish to earn more of our favor, follow the fleet into the neighboring system. A sage could be there. Let's go. Alright, let's go. I'm fine. Don't have any other weapons I want to get. I think this ship is about as kited out as I'm gonna get it. cannot allow the anchorway into this galaxy to empty directly into a nest of brigands. Since they've refused to leave this area, they must be removed by force. Leave no structure intact. Ah, rats. No sage. I am liking the new power cell, though. I always did prefer rapid energy, You, Sage, why do you help those that extinguish your kind? I found their fleet under seemingly unprovoked attack. Not unprovoked! You don't call an invasion of your home provocation? What home? You live in space, you can just move. How long have you even been here? Nearly a year, that's not the point. This is about principles. This is about freedom. Surely a sage like you should understand. Please, help us. I mean, the CIR will pay me, but I kind of like the Momils as a species. I need the money. Sorry, guys. That and casters are professionals at destroying bases. Between my Pulsar, my Call Comet, and my Starseeder, like, I just... Casters wreck bases. Like, the way to beat a caster is to be mobile and dodge. You can't dodge if you're a structure. You get auto hits. So I'm just gonna drop a Pulsar inside the base. Watch this. Summon the Comet. Another Pulsar through. Easy. I wonder how many people I'm killing. Well, I'm hurt. I'm very hurt. Let's go this way. Reload my missiles. Oh, I know what I should do. I should kill a few Momils to get my Veteracy charges up. I've only got 2. I can store up to 5. Nope, it is not the time to take out that base. I want to take out these ancillary bases first. Shit on a brick. Like, I'm trying to pilot this ship like it's my manta ray, and it isn't, and I keep forgetting that. Yeah, I know. Okay. Cut. I'll see y'all in a few seconds after I ditch the 2 bases. Wait, no, I said that wrong. The mission, it's one of those things where the mission is more difficult for whatever side you try to help. Like, you know, whenever you have these choices, like help one side or the other, it usually turns out that the lore of the game changes depending on who you decide to help, and so that provides you a challenge. Because if the forces were evenly balanced, then your presence would tip that balance pretty handily. So they severely unbalance it against whichever side you help to make you feel like a hero, because then you get to make a huge difference, and I'm really not fond of games that do that. Like, it happens so often in, like, StarCraft 2, it happens in this game with decent regularity. It's like, I can understand why as a game developer, because the player is significantly more powerful than all the goons that you're shooting. That's part of the power fantasy. You want to kill a lot of everything. And that, in order to sustain that fantasy, you have to feel like the odds are stacked in the enemy's favor. But it just kind of grates to me that the actual, like, lore and story of the world depends not on your choices, but on I'm trying to think of a way to say this that doesn't make me sound stupid, because having your choices affect the lore is all well and good, but having your choices retroactively change how many units each side is going to bring to the fight, that's pulling the wool over the eyes, and I don't appreciate it. All Momish bases destroyed. Good work, Hunter. Forward the pay. Don't worry yourself with the stragglers. Follow the fleet once more. We have another job. Be more dangerous, but the pay is worth it. That's gotta be Sage. Steady your atoms, a Sage lay ahead. Hear that? It's the Sage. Of course I heard it, if you heard it. This isn't the time for sass. You know what this means? We can't let the CIR extinguish the Sage. You're suggesting we attack the fleet. We have no other choice. Some fleet with only 3 ships. No more in their chests. Head to the lighthouse. I apologize if I've been skipping the story a little bit, or skipping voicing the story. It's been stuff that hasn't been important. I'm still going to voice important scenes, like this one. Thank you for sparing me from dealing with the consortium. I was so preoccupied in the Subrostrum that I didn't notice them coming. Why is your lighthouse so singed? Signs of the solar flares that broke against its walls. What were you doing so close to a star? People assume that you don't need a lighthouse on a star. I've proven it scientifically. So that's what you do. Take your lighthouse places to see if it's needed. Yes, and you're lucky you caught me today, because next I see if a lighthouse is necessary on a black hole. You know that light can't escape a black hole, right? You won't be able to see its light. There's no way a lighthouse would be necessary on or in a black hole. I know that. You know that. But does science know that? It'll be a shame to see you go. Your words have a very refreshing autex. Reminder, autex is the subliminal psychological feeling associated with hearing a language. Apparently Momil's taste like burnt citrus carpet or something like that. And this person's is refreshing. That's because I'm speaking Valerathim. Well, it's nice. I'd never heard it before. Impossible. A Solarian's metaglot requires time and exposure to orient itself to a language. I know, I remember learning Momish, but I understand you perfectly. And yet you don't recall ever having experienced Valerathim. That's almost interesting enough to divert me from my experiments. Almost. I will permit myself, however, a moment to pass on this macro in case my next hypothesis proves correct. So we've gained a clue about myself now. I have a Solarian metaglot, but I can speak Valerathim perfectly, the language of the Valerath. And these 2 bonuses, did you not get the memo? Defeat the Momish and backstabbing rats. Defeat some after they've been ordered to retreat. That's only if you chose to exterminate the CIR in the previous mission. Which, it is nice to see that that choice does carry on to the later mission. It's the only effect it has, though. Oh god, nope, 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 nope. I'd like not being blind, thank you. When you understand that all things are connected, you know that nothing is ever lost. Destruction is a state of change, most often from matter into energy. Exploit the connections that underlie the Higgs field, and you can choose where this energy, will flow. Establish a connection between these 2 particles as I hold them in place. Ooh, I've got an Ambiginator! I'm gonna shoot the puzzle somehow. You're supposed to use the sign to figure it out. I'm just gonna shoot the sign that way. That's magnetic field. You can see the magnetic field. It's cool. This is large. Yeah. Aw, cut it for a moment. Okay. So I want a large blue on this side. I want... Can I just, like, bludgeon them together with my body? Did it work? They're connected? Yay! I did some science! Thanks for the macro. Could I bother you with one more thing? Have you seen Calypso lately? I'm not bothered, and yes, I have. I've been many places in this old lighthouse, most of them out of the way. He came to me in order to inquire about a hospital, of all things. A few still exist in the uncouth reaches of space, where there are no purity wards to administer pills of all-fixing nanos like so many tablets of Pez. It's good to know that in space future, Pez are still a thing. He asked me for the most secluded hospital I knew, and after confirming by which variables I was to define seclusion, I delivered to him a short list. Can I have that list? Certainly, but may I ask why? I'd like to get this Nero HUD removed. It's defective. Ah, surgical divorce. Good luck with that. I'll file for custody of your stomach! Oh, Nero, I'm just joking. I love you. Let's see. Complete Architect and Hyperlink. Do it quickly, using few particles. I'm in no bother for that. Wait, is there more to do in this galaxy? I thought that was the end of the galaxy. Hold on. Apparently we're not done here yet. There's an entry point to the fourth ring on the other side of this city. Think you can get us there without starting another interstellar conflict? I'll try. So I'm trying to get back to the fourth ring. Open a channel to Hapti. I want to tell him something. You're on the Gemini. Hapti, it's me. So you're going by me now. Listen, I've recently discovered that I already knew Valorathan. Doesn't surprise me, seeing as how you're half Valarath. Oh, and how'd you know that? I'm a polyhapteran, remember? When I look at you, I really look at you. That's creepy. And you, my friend, are half Valarath and half Solarian. My parents must have been kinky. Brilliant is the word. Solarians and Valarathan can't mate successfully, at least not by any scientific definition of the word. There's one of those abominations! How'd they hear us? They're not attacking us. Look. We should help them. Well, okay, sure, why not? That is a sage. That is not my time macro. That's his time macro. A familiar stranger. Thanks for the help, stranger. Say, you wouldn't have to know where I can get a good fried s'more in this city, would you? Got this hankering in the back of my mind, for one. You mean, like the hankering Nero gets for peanut butter cups? Sorry, I'm not familiar, I'm just passing through. Well, at least I tried. That should keep him quiet for a while. Thanks again. Strange one. Good taste in snacks, though. Now, in all the times playing this game, I have never fully put together what exactly he's supposed to represent, or how he ties into everything, because he never shows up again. and he's never explained. Now, considering those were Valarath attacking him and calling him an abomination, and also considering the fact that he has a Nero HUD that seems to be decently similar to Nero, my hypothesis, my guess, my game theory, as it were, is that he is also a Valarath-Solarian hybrid, but that doesn't really say much because I don't have any memories of how I was born or perhaps created. It's an odd thing to run into someone like him and have him not show up, especially while the MC is talking about his species with Happy. And this is interesting for a couple spoiler reasons. I know, man, what was I believe Valarian or Valkyrian or something like that is the name for the hybrids that they determined later, but from what I know about them, a Valkyrian like him, wandering alone like me, is extraordinarily rare. To the point that it doesn't happen, ever. But, man, I don't know. I want to know more about his story, especially since his bonus achievement is Familiar Stranger. I don't know. Like, I've hit my head against that brick wall. I don't think there are any other clues to it in this game. Might be some in the book, though, that I've been meaning to buy and read, because this game is fantastically written, and I can't help but think that they'd make a pretty good book out of it either way. I have a confession and a question for you. A confession first. I've been seeing into your past. And now the question. Have you ever considered that your lack of memories isn't a result of a loss, but rather that you never made them to begin with? No, I hadn't considered that. I tracked you back to when you were dramatically birthed from an exploding trench in an old science facility in the Little Glitter Galaxy. Birthed? I use the term birthed because, aside from the obvious metaphor of the trench, I can't find any trace of you boarding the station. I've tracked thousands of ships, even ships that were used to construct the old thing, but I can't find a trace of when you boarded. How could you see me if I came on a ship? That's a good question. I admit I cannot say with 100% certainty that you weren't aboard one of those ships, and I can't say you weren't born on the facility itself. I apologize for the invasiveness of my senses, but judging by your cellular age, I should be able to trace back the light. I should be able to trace back the light from the time of your birth with enough definition to see the hairs on the back of the flies that landed on your diaper. And I found nothing, not a glimmer or a glint. Are you saying that someone just created me? We were all created. It's just a matter of with how much pleasure or intent. Anyway, this doesn't affect our partnership. I just thought you should know. Consider it compensatory information for your assistance in searching for Calypso. Wow, okay, so that's something heavy to end the episode on. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a favorite, drop everything so you can force your friends to watch my videos. But my curtain is calling to me, so I must bid you all adieu until I see you next time on the dark side.